Hi guys, I'm back and with a different type of video for you today. Now I'm here in my home, in my kitchen, where I spend a lot of the time at the moment. Now if you're anything like me and unfortunately all you can think about is food at this moment, then it's something we all need to be considering. And that is the amount of energy that we're putting into our bodies and that we're able to use up. So obviously we all know that activity levels are going to be down at this moment. So what can we do? We can either try and move as much as possible, which is difficult at times whilst within the home, or we can just have a look at the energy consumption and try and decrease that slightly. Now, if you think about the energy foods, so we've got carbohydrates and fats. Carbohydrates, things like rice, potatoes, oats, bread, couscous, quinoa, the usual things. And then fat sources like egg yolks, oily fish, avocados, nuts, seeds, oils, anything along those sort of lines. So if we're producing a meal or we're putting something together, or even when we're snacking, and again, believe me, I know what that's like at the moment when you're a little bit bored and you find yourself wandering back towards the fridge again, just think for a second, stop and think, am I going to use up the energy that I'm just about to consume? Now, I'm not suggesting that we all need to go on a strict diet and cut things out and drop carbs or not eat any fats. Obviously, all of those nutrients are very important to the body. However, when you are in a situation where you cannot use up that energy, you have to ask yourself the question, why am I putting all that energy into my body? So what I want you to do is prioritise protein and veggies primarily, some fruit in there as well of course, but mainly protein and veggies and a lot of liquids, so water ideally. Now what that will do is it will provide your body with the satiety and your brain will receive the message that you are full, and it will give you the protein that you require to maintain muscle tissue, water to obviously keep you hydrated, and then some good vegetables to provide the fibre, some carbohydrates and vitamins and minerals. So the key here is that our total energy consumption by doing so will decrease in line with our activity of course, and therefore we will not put ourselves in quite as much of a likely position to store body fat because we have too much energy coming in that we just can't use up. So have a think about that next time you're preparing a meal. Protein and veggies primarily. Get yourself a glass of water as well. So things like obviously meat, fish, eggs to a degree. Obviously just have a quick look at how many yolks that you're taking on board with regards to the fats. And then other options if you're a vegetarian or vegan, which would be obviously soya or tofu perhaps. And pack as much of that nutrition into your body as possible. You won't get quite as hungry, and then you won't find yourself wandering back towards the fridge again, just like I am on frequent occasion, tapping yourself on the wrist and stopping yourself from over-consuming calories that you just don't need. Okay guys, so food for thought, and take care, have a good day.